episode for higher GC News. Bima Ubibia Aquaba had the latest hot and qua Aremeyaw Bromo. Erunti Sonya subscribe to channel idea, Bomodia say over subscribe. The bayan say over click a year subscribe material. Na wabele notification. We answer video for be upload on when the first person once ebeka a video. I feel we are now like video. Give us a thumbs up. Now fee. Share my wafufro so na when you be here now and somewhere koso ewo Ghana be mo hanom afi ye hwe eye somewhere abeto ye pono so yiti eye sankomo ya ba beto ya sa report mama yiti.
Now this is what Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia says. He says Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia, who is also the 2024 New Patriotic Party presidential candidate, dismissed claims that the National Democratic Congress government deserves credit for the Cedi's recent gains. Speaking during his thank you tour in London, Dr. Bawumia challenged the NDC to point to any policy they have implemented that directly influenced the currency's recent strength. And I'm going to quote him. If you are to ask the NDC to point out exactly what policy they have implemented that has resulted in the appreciation of the cedi, they cannot tell you one that has actually been implemented, he said, emphatically adding that no, not something that has been promised or talked about, something real. There is no such policy. Dr. Bawumia explained that the NDC administration only passed its 2025 budget in March and has yet to begin significant spending or launch initiatives that could impact the currency. They have not even issued any contract or made any payment of note. So you cannot ascribe what is happening to the cedi to any policy they've implemented, he added. Instead, Dr. Bawumia attributed the cedi's gains to policies enacted under former President Akufo Addo's administration, of which he was part of, with particular focus on the gold purchase program launched in 2022. He recalled how Ghana's gold reserves were a mere 8.7 tons before the program, but grew to 30 tons in just 2 years, equating to $5 billion in reserves accumulated through domestic acquisition. Ghana, as Africa's largest gold producer, had just 8.7 tons of gold reserve. Meanwhile, countries like the US have over 8,000 tons. That reserve strength gives confidence in the currency. Bawumia said and continued, you don't need to export to earn gold. You just dig it up or buy it with cedis. It was a faster and easier way to shore up reserves. He argued that this build-up of gold reserves alongside of the gold for oil program shielded the economy from collapse and created a foundation for the currency stability. Dr. Bawumia also pointed to global factors and the NDC's limited spending as contributing to the cedi's current position. There's quite a number of other stories which are related to this matter. Okay, so what do you make of this?
Who is speaking?
Yes, Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia.
Are you sure it's Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia?
Yes. He's in the UK as we speak.
And he's saying those things?
Yeah, he's saying these, yes.
Under his watch?
Yes.
The cedi's value fell from 3 cedis 40 pesos to $1.
Yes.
To 16 cedis to $1.
Yes.
Does he know how to revive the cedi?
In fact, 17.
Thank you. So does he know how to revive the cedi? He was sitting there in power for 8 years, 8 long years. At the end of the 8 years, the value of the cedi was 17 to $1. What right has he got to be lecturing us about how to manage the value of the cedi? Given his experience, what rights has he got to be lecturing us, to be giving us these lectures and so on? You see, these chaps, these politicians, what do they take us for? They think that we're all just a bunch of yo-yos. He is giving us lectures on how to stabilize the cedi after his performance, the performance of his government. I can't believe it.
But you see, he says there was a seed that was sown some time back, 2 years ago. No, 2022, that's about 3 years ago. The seed has germinated and is bearing fruit. The cedi has stabilized. The cedi is gaining strength over the major trading currencies. Why don't you credit me for this?
In the first month
of
his assumption of the office.
Yes.
You see, now the same person who was telling us how he has arrested the cedi or the dollar and giving the key to IGP. You take these people serious? Master, do you take them serious? Let's be real. Do you take them serious? should stop these lectures. I mean, we are fed up with these lectures. Master, listen. I know, and everybody who has been reading at least the newspaper should know, that the cedi has appreciated in value as a result of a multiplicity of factors. Sure. One of them was simply the trade war, which was started by Donald Trump. It had very huge consequences on the value of the dollar worldwide. Okay. Beyond that, there are other measures and so on. But be what it is. I mean, whatever it is. Yesterday, when I checked the price of the dollar, I think it was 12 point something cedis to a dollar yesterday.
It's 12.4 today.
12.4 today.
Yes, if you want to buy the dollar.
That's a huge appreciation. Okay, it's a very huge appreciation. Everybody can see it. You understand? Everybody knows about the fact that the cedi's value is appreciating. You understand? I think we should leave it at that. Because some of the propaganda accompanying this strengthening of the cedi is absolutely nonsensical and will come back to hit those who are prosecuting this propaganda agenda. First of all, the impression is given that instantly prices will fall. Prices are not going to fall today or tomorrow. Okay? Because anybody who has studied elementary economics, elementary, I mean very elementary economics, knows about what is called the gestation period. So even if there's a deliberate policy measure, its effect is not felt immediately. And the gestation period differs from policy to policy, from policy measure to policy measure. It may take 6 months, it may take a year, and so on. Okay. So if you have studied elementary economics and you know about the gestation period for policies and so on, you don't jump on television and radio now, only a few weeks after the cedi started strengthening, to promise people that prices are going to fall. I was going to use a certain very strong word.
No, please don't. Please don't.
You understand? It's a display of ignorance. That's the mildest I can use. To be jumping from radio station and television station claiming that prices are going to fall. They are not going to fall anyway. And if you make these false promises, these promises which are not based on science, what you do is that you sow seeds of displeasure, disenchantment against the government. Because you're giving them new unrealistic expectations by which they're going to judge you. You understand? In any case, speak to the traders. Some of the goods in the market were imported a year ago, some 6 months ago, some 3 months ago. Do you expect these traders to reduce the prices and lose? So what is happening? What is happening to all these people? Besides that, the two dominant political parties claim that the policies they are following are market-oriented policies, free market policies. Is that not what they say?
Absolutely, yeah.
So prices are not determined on the basis of command. That's what you people say you are following.
Or control.
Yeah, or control. I mean, this is not a centrally planned economy. You're running a market system. Allow the market to decide. Why are you jumping over all the place trying to determine prices when you say that you're running a free market system? I don't believe in the free market system. It doesn't work. It hasn't worked. Over the last 30 years, it hasn't worked. I don't believe in it. But you say you believe in it, and then you are jumping around, meeting traders association and so on, and urging them to reduce prices. Is that how prices fall? In the free market economy, is that how prices fall or rise? Stop. Master, I hope that the next topic will be more edifying.
Okay, that's fine.
Same bano, mon command mudi no ye cedi. Yeah, as you say, ama say me ho akakakra. Sanse na my dream say.
Last week, who lose say?
I lost 120,000.
I can't be
He paid dollars.
Mu wasi kana mo daso.
$62,000.
Na you say.
Yeah, what chere ye?
And you say obi deska so. Me dey no kra dey. ya de ma me se me fa nkoye adwuma na me de to se nke koso ara nka me sa na me ye bi say me na interest no was say my boka you know but still now I'm happy because I think that with time no it's in your muscle. It was that I'm laughing in pain.
We are laughing in pain.
Oh, so
the city.
Nana, I dear back where I'm a many Japan say. Jomama, I'm a movie, you know. I dear the pivot around which all revolve the word reset. So it tells you, say, and your mother done in a day. A fee abeya abode fufro. Na abode fufro bia so no bobra or bobra sebio ebema enchiriman so anya enidaso ne ahotoso se da chenye chenra enti se me hwe dollar nkomodie na me de belenke de ora Bawumia I think say Bawumia here ubia obesa ne yade kakra sanse yo yare bia e friend schizophrenia da ohwe symptoms ni nyina na obetimi agugo say me use my phone na bia people will think say I'm just schizophrenia
ne just hospital
mame emomana uwiana
yanko me
enti se ohwe okay, but you know schizophrenia. Or say it's a mental disorder characterized by disruption in thoughts processes, perceptions, emotional responsiveness, and social interactions.
What do you know crowd of no maybe the say a disorder that affects a person's ability to think,
simple,
feel and behave clearly.
Perfect. Bawumia yari or yari no.
Yes,
the friend is schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Na sa schizophrenia no eye wa on. Eye wa on. Utimi sheda nya ohun gidie bi na fe you are living in a very delusional life. Delusional world. Wadwen ye so wunim. But the okay bia yejimi. The okay bia nyansa nim. What betna Ghana benya sabi abedi akire akonya so
at the point non president
for 8 years. Banana for well over 8 years before that seat, you know. Na Bawumia aye self-acclaimed your friend is saying economic wizard. Messiah. Wizard. They say ubi anim but Bawumia. He knows everything. He knows everything in this world except himself. He doesn't know himself. But then your friend is saying diagnostics. My diagnosis ni na me who say uhia doctor nia or you very professional to say doctor say. On hwe na dream obeboa no. Ebema obetimi anya ayarehwe papa. Na fe odina no to public discourse mu a he will at least make sense. If not to himself, to the general public. Bawumia yare papa. Nanama. Sebi previous. And nyoma Bawumia kan ye ni nyina no de ma me hu so yare pa kese. And say o se nya adwuma bia na aban na ye. Na emomu no omokura no omoba ye omu ma obia contract o matwa ne ka na emomu no akwaye se ma na bi na tofi soro beto fom Bawumia yare o yare pa nanama adwuma sini eni aketua hwe so nim how much sleepless nights of Ato Forson Oye finance minister Okomu, what Sami Jenfi goes through, what the governor of Bank of Ghana goes through. Sebi, the manager of the economy in Ukraine, the vice president no cry dey be fast say Afenyo em say wako rest kakra say yes nani echina no be ba na bibisa na yakopon e ma na hoden a eso papa onfa o de kakra bi na e sha ase na se bi e ball ne to ho a o yare nti onfa ne nim de ekran kan ho ono unsu economics enkonkodru ba bi a Bawumia su economics edru no. For the first time we had a president who was only economist there, but he read economics in Legon. Before Legon, he had read economics in UK, in a college. When you're third class war, Legon. Fine. It's good. It's better than none. What must I say? For the first time, we had Obi Awe, doctor of economics, as vice president. Nana, Bawumia didn't mince words when he said, sir, when the fundamentals are weak. You have only one thing that will expose you, the exchange rate.
Exchange rate.
Now, when he said that and later came to power, and exchange rate, you know, after even locked it under keys or the IGP, no. Osabe catch a warped logic. Nanipa we wanyare dia no. There be wanyade straight. We bottom straight.
Oh, they do.
No, I am no.
No.
No, yes, fine. Maybe because Nana, mama can you way. Mama can you mama nchira ade bi. Mama eye nyina na yesua. Nipa me ensa bi owi ase a won. Din se obetimi akaso ma bodam. Enso mo bodam da. Osikani, sikani bodam. Kennedy Agyapong nam we wa bodam straight. Untimi nsesa na adwen da wa bodam we bodam mini. Untimi mfa ne nkọ ba bia nkosa ne yade we ye bodam mini. Na adwen ne kra ye half ato atwene.
Ba Listo ya ka so bia bodam a se ye nim obi a wa bodam o na mabonten.
No na odwen.
Ye wo obi a
Dr. Say we better give you the explanation of bodam mini.
Dr. Sabe ka se nipa.
Anu bi na me kan.
Psychological no nipa 5 bia hye ba ko adwen no. Men or ye mentally deranged but ya the way wo ka obi a bodam.
Me tremu die ntia obi a nipa miensa bi nipa ko miensa bi omo bodam a den se on be ro mo ho asi abonten so omo bodam osikani oye one because there be asika ofie enti so bodam a
you say yes sue me ntimi sro
ai da bi na bo de sue na yes sue no to the glory of God ka say amen
hallelujah
because ebema usiu no ebemu agidin more say when you prominent person ono say atọchi enye adwuma eye adwuma enka kodi kromatem now nipa owo nimde obodam a wunhu
na correct
ena obi a odi tumi obi odi mu te se wo hene obi krom hene abodam straight but omunim say ohene tutuntumanti o modam wo abodam straight sa nipa miensa nipa odi tumi nipa o sika eni nipa o nimde unti say yes professor bi akoyo na ma no kasa wa bodam bi da professor kan bebu ni di ye radi nyam facha me wa bodam straight etina ma mesre dollar no e adwuma din na ma na ba form me my affected but I'm so happy myself say me call say me koto nioma me de kwakoye adwuma ne so no enuoma bo ba form kakra anya bia say attachment ba form kakra attachment pen am use cement bia
obetio
ode agongo bele me se ni nua ono ani nua so be ba beje dia enti no me stress enyuma na ekoso no ye bebo nipaku abaso say John Mahama means business and he is not here to joke. The last but not the least adwen ye me say gold board no na ya tie no say be ya Ghana ni benya ntiase yie no ewom say Sami is a good communicator. He has a very impeccable communication record, same as yenua Prince Menka Menta
yeah
best almost say ye mu bi no ye ntene o ma bi ase kakra. The mentiase first one is say better na me say metimi enya license dia ye adwuma ne bi.
Okay.
Because you see me who say ukoto dollar kura koto dem a o se be film te say de mesia film ya. Ye mum gold de me nye sure say be devalue da and e wiase akona wie ye. Enti no me pese me to gold. Na omonte te yen. Na ye a sebi dollar boy ye kai. Every sika ni to gold. And ye say do baby now here bia akopone kakra. Na wakwakoto nti omomman tetiere nko akire. Me gidi se so omo ye sa anoma na obi bia wo Ghana ha bia invest in dollar biem. Ebeye gold.
Okay.
Because ye gold driven economy say. Ye import say a gold driven economy. So mun say say ni be for to gold.
Okay. Before we come so no. On say I think many are paying some fee aya me then say omo be kwan say the local people no you can register to buy the gold. And you say me brother paying say you can register. They even brought a link online now.
Okay.
Let me apply to register it. They realized that only international people were registering. And I'm saying extend the date no.
Okay.
And I say oh for the local and I'm saying date no. I'm say that's for the locals.
Okay.
Because they have had enough of the foreigners.
That's good.
Until they should allow the locals to apply.
That's good.
Now, in the gold board, laws say you cannot keep the gold with them.
Oh, sir.
No, David.
And to reserve.
Yes.
Oh, cry.
When to people call them, and that I think I haven't studied the article so well, but say when you don't have to hoard gold.
Okay.
Physical gold, no, don't hoard it. And I know movie service.
Oh, I feel what and come on, can't say, can we to go down because I pass.
When they brought that in, no, now propaganda for no, almost Sami JV fighting Asante because Asante has gold. Oh. You remember? Whether
or yes,
exactly.
Let me just chip in something to support my brother. I think say just about that gold issue, say how to get gold for yourself, no. Meaning where you can have a gold and then keep it for yourself. Say obeto every the Ghana gold board no. You can buy some yourself and then keep it. Say you are in there, you go through the training and everything. Okay. But if you are personally no good, no, you go to the legal process to get it. After you can decide to keep it. Yes. I mean, that one is there.
Yemra, you when say me time no but Yemra low shedding issues. Say the na air kono. Let for call for timetable. Say Mosimo year set. Na some to challenge difficulties bia. The best way to go about it is say mobile load shedding the Ghana force and say we be doing light off. But energy minister Kasa say call for load shedding timetable misplaced. Power generation meets peak demand. So then why? Adentina. Me momu dia for bare 2 weeks di. Baby a meteme Kasa ye do light na meboa. On come be budget na poechi because Martin ha bonechi ya but for 2 weeks ni dey na kwa na me basa pon woka say ye nya bi ache but him say other places so na other regions
transform money and your manioma ahodo a bisusu say for example to say malam for high frame me pass light go off na mabo penifo mi enu bi amane my dream say,
it's my turn. We just finished.
Okay, I'm saying, we'll be 10.
Richie.
My name
Inti, started with the song. Kasa. Okay. Inti, I'm say, you say, Doomso, MP for friend Doom CC, and this is for so almost as a young of Doomso. And I'm a dream one, and I'm anxious when people free say, Omunim Yansan will be our sassy whistle. I am Ghana as a last year 2024, and I hear doom lights by heart. And a catcher MPP for say, a bear mumma low scheduling time table. Nanka, young share, now be for managing in Yama. ena by then na omo running mate to 2024 election on na energy minister Matthew Poku Prempeh ena oka say there be issue a war energy sector hono no enye say bia major problem bia na mo say problems ni technical default ni technical related issues into no omunti my timetable bia anti issue ho no issue kese bia problem bia ni ho nti when e dum sesi omudum anom dey solve problem and ibia one year crown mayu ena MPP for Ghana for to abati omo ena omo pam omo so mo nka no kore mo nko ena apam omo free ho and is taking over the same issue no 1 year crown by you still na ye battle with the same issue na mo masa twa ho na meti na Bawumia kan about energy na me say Ghana for time bi pa se ka Ghana ban we pa nye bibia nkofo bu no se ke ntwa mo ma pa wono no ka energy issue Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia ka energy issue say wasi yen hwe na yen fasika ne nkotua independent power producers nkotua mo kane ne monyama ana dabena Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia sorry free abanya we so as a vice president of this country unim se eka ewo IPPs ho ana wan tuaka
excuse na
ana wo call
ECG kai 68 billion Ghana cedis se ka mo so mbeto ye no ECG nko energy sector no but ECG nko
so yes
me say
so the MPP failed
but
excuse me
unim Richard adiane say about be epum na me wo me krom afidase about this low shedding ho yi na making me kodru Thursday anopa e ho na me ma me say yen charge your phones because ECG fire announcement say e ho no mo no substation no so ombedum light from 9 to 5 p.m. This me kodi ye no de me hu yen asen kwena ombedum light bia no omo ma information call out
come we aware
so
Emma come for ya
so good governance
but obakra ha say na ebi niwa
until no one say the substation you know managers no are up to the task and Emma original poba bonten be ka say so substation you know so a problem with management ana bibia ana say bia challenges bia but omo
substation managers divisional
unim me Listo unim ade a mehunu ni say te say me area me tie no say ye dum light na me call app me meter app no so ECG app na me hu ne asinti o my de o dum light but enipa dodo say na be call ECG app so ya o mo be hu say e bi a transform be atọchi and I say challenge we na esi wa ha ye dum light enti me no say Ghana for start call for say de me ko hu ye wa fijase enti no so mo timi ye de a ada na other regions Accra ye ntimi nye
I think say for some time now say na we say in the last 10 days you know area how no no
area stable
and the issue no I think say it has to do with more of technical issue na me dey ade am ye interested ordinary Ghana for so interested Cecilia about energy sector has to do with electricity company of Ghana ECG for sema buy so far akosi sen and only ade Ghana for so far we are interested to know say cables ni nyama yira ye some huge containers yira ye no
ehun ye assume you
entina ye busa say samre ehun say yes
entina ye assume me
enti ye busa say na Ghana for interested busy no the doom so is not their problem they are interested to know about the matter
because NDC for my jaw enti me better
we cannot yes
ama me pass
yes
me me fa ho anya asem
yes
energy minister so fa containers
because minia abanwe ye nyina ye political party ye na de victory way aba and NDC is in government say ye who say previous government about 70 you say how many containers can I say here
3,000 containers
oh no containers initial say 3,000 I for 25
today young fans say 2,500 containers
the can a bear 1,100 plus the can 2,000
young fans say 2,500 containers and at the energy minister ebe ma Ghana fo nyina tia say stock level aye the man no during handover
3,000
against the stock level obeto ye no there's a difference enti osusu say ebia for baby no
1,001
ye pese ye ko hwehwe bi hu bi ye pese ye hu se sa case no ye de akose doctor se ana police for handle the matter national security akose Ghanaians are very interested because if we don't call for this accountability from the previous government ebeye ade bia Ghana for hold NDC responsible. So the energy minister yes no say baby wa ye hwehwemu akodu bia no they should keep the public informed. You nim say NDC for years anyama we there yemfa information be come the public. So we need to know the current update about the matter.
After people for some more in this for Kwaku Annan, we will be at.
So what would they be?
Yes, because almost in Tina, I dino. Who Kwabontia? The air can say
because we cannot sit down and claim say over 2,500 container.
Listo say.
Me o lady kai.
Oh yes.
O say MPP for NDC for ni wi aye.
So
I be catch me. And I'm say o mo boa.
And say am pass MPP for na ewi aye na ye bae no ka modi for quantify de ada ye na ye energy minister no ye energy minister na de revelations no ba yo say container na yira ye de give me de make can say ye person ye hu the update of that particular issue. Now fast forward no right now no ye nim say the power you produce a no in terms of megawatts no is able to meet the demand of the entire public. Because Obe calling for say timetable say there no load no and so the demand na and abeka say my timetable say and ibeduma shaman yeduma shaman na osufo use light na ochina ediama kumase for na ifo so e light off Eastern Ridge Kofodua and we nim say the megawatts available is not able to meet the public demand. But right now, no, we all know that the megawatts available no is able to meet the public demand.
The last time John Jinapo came, you need to do light.
Ain't you know?
John Jinapo.
So it's helped me to know, say.
Mr. John Jinapo, Ejina Honomokai after year West Africa gas pipeline here. Afenyo na or catch us away enough capacity but still need to do light. So John
Bae no or can with accept say cables ne transformers ne nyoma others na omo person mo replace no ebi aye obsolete ebi aye dada ebi be hia se ebesesa no and so obi ka say ye enough capacity on and say the generator no and I say be a transformer nya e wo say onya kanea what you say here malam ho say ni asem na e koso no sa malam station ho de no utimi hu say eye much to do with the cables and your friend is saying transformers because baby ka clear bi timi nya light na baby bebre ko off
yeah
okwa am say face off no why na ye na adwuma enti I mean won say ade 8 years I say no untimi fa
5 months
5 months and they should just announce
planned maintenance Greater Accra
yeah
okwa wo app no so
okay
and then year 5:13 p.m. yana planned maintenance Central Region
yeah
so and a Greater Accra.
Okay.
But I didn't even say, oh, my minister nebre. As I say, ECG boss no, or you lazy. One of my minister nebre. As I said, the Yakaka substations, no. Senka, those in charge, no, give you out information. And a year who say, be a maintenance be coso, mala, me, I tell whom our app no so. And we say maintenance, transformers. And on daily basis, no. One more public no information about in your air coswa. Can you send a John Jinapo Ebren?
It's good that you have also noticed something. However, okay, okay, fine. Ode Cobra.
Memra also na.
On say ECG in some way as a time ne afro so akwantimi nkasa bebre. Amusi dum so. Do you know that we have enough capacity say yedibe amagana nyina? And do you know that we export power? Currently as we speak, we export power to Benin. We export power to Burkina Faso. In Tinkaya need enough capacity we wouldn't export. Do you also know, say, for good 8 years, na MPP, what power no? They never did any maintenance.
For bad 8 years.
Thank you. For this 8 years, MPP for what power? Obviously, me brother is for bad 8 years. For that bad 8 years, MPP for power no. They never did any maintenance at the ECG hall. They said their transformers, maintenance of their transformers and other things.
But say energy is say doom CC.
Doom CC no more then. They weren't doing anything. Look, people from the ECG offices and Kasano almost no munyetri. Their time no. The only issue with them was that Nasika or Modibet fuel at power terminals no and then problem. How to buy the fuel was their problem. But then they were not also doing any maintenance. Now I will tell you, they weren't doing any maintenance. Into your first transformer, I say to say 2 years or let's say 7 years no. Major transformer not transformer 8 years. And that transformer I say a year 1 year no. Go and do maintenance no more than 3 years. So the equipments were overstretched. Definitely, as a walk car, what's it wants is our oil. That could be move on engine and break. That is what is happening to us currently. So if you listen to the minister, okay, say there are technical issues. And at the end here sometimes like to me do my abra wonya information in the say. ABI if say transformer a blue area ha transformer a blue and no say be blue be catcher and can't blue but a bit me I sound so maybe they are to transformer.
No, if you ask them who area nebia transformers ne there every day cry no say no
good
into intense load no cost no higher and blasted
day in day out. Listo me mecha yi ni say me kwa afidase no ECG for no omudum eba edweso no etimi inform dia ada na ha de omo
no me ba they are planned maintenance.
They should be doing that.
Well, they should planned maintenance wo. And when planned maintenance is happening, that means that they will tell you, say, oh, I'm going to maintenance. But when it's not a planned maintenance, they say, you have to know transformer, boom.
And they'll be an him.
It's not a planned maintenance.
Unplanned, yeah.
So they cannot do what? Tell you, say, oh, BB, into a transformer be blow into Obia and ready for the transformer blow. No. That is what is happening in some of the areas. Yeah, say, doom so. But areas are sector managers, no. Omuni so munkoye dum siesie na se omo anka omo no say no and ebeka say minister no on fire omo at least to save the name of the minister and the name of his SLC John Dramani Mahama. So that is what we are saying. You see, there is enough power for us,
but technical challenges
and
ECG boss so lazy
as well as some of the management head of department some are deliberately sabotaging the government. So on the last 3 days of Bekai say unim say we are head of a certain department, a certain territory head, now say deliberately no you want to sabotage the government, then stay tuned because you say you are doing that to just I say Hopeson destroy the image of the government. Then be rest assured.
Minister
can. You have to chop the fire. You say fire of you because MP before you on no ma. Omunim say now as the Cedi agent and what day political stability. I say obiani for your obiani ajo oman no. Omu pese omu fa dum so no enko mun masinti. So yeah, certain head of a department or ECG. Now person sabotage the government. We are going around. And when we get you you better make sure say be sack. You will not be transferred. That would be great. Matese Kaswafo, yes, Kaswafo, ECG from Penfobu Honoma. They are aligned with how Akumsi. So deliberately, no. Omo pese omo nyana I say yes the be a light of Kaswan Cliff. Na me say Mate atesem say enye no kura then they should sit up. They should sit up because only say Kaswa omo build this substation e wo honom. And this meter transformer issues no anyhow
yo it for we a reporter abato yepono so make out say so when you subscribe to channel idea bomodi say over subscribe na wa like video no give us a thumbs up na fe share ma wo foforo so na we be here na wo hu ensemo ekoso e wo Ghana memo hanom oso betimi a chere wadwen afa eye so we nyina ho e wo comment box mu mobati minka bi in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.